I tell you, this looks like living, don't it?
Rocking in the rumble seat with John Cougar, Mellencamp, and the most recent video to come from it, fifth video to come from the Scarecrow record. You're with Mark Goodman tonight. Welcome, and it is time now for our concert of the night. We're celebrating our fifth birthday all throughout the month, and every weeknight at this time, we have an hour of a different artist in concert. Now, already this week, we've had live shows from the Thompson Twins and Dire Straits, and tonight, our concert stars John Waite. And tonight's concert is sponsored by Dr. Pepper, and we'll have the show for you right after this.
Okay, Zitz, we break out tonight.
Bring the oil.
Spread out.
Thought the coast was clear.
Yeah.
Dry and clear.
Dry and Clear helps stop today's pimples and prevent tomorrow's.
We're done for.
Dry and Clear stops acne breakouts.
What's the hottest fashion in the streets? They know. It's a whole new way to hang out. Broken in, streetwise, and sexy. It's an attitude and a look that goes beyond and only Chic has it. The Sunset Blues, a whole collection from Chic, the world's best fit.
It's going to be one crazy summer. For John Cusack, one slightly off basketball player. For Demi Moore, one slightly soaked hitchhiker. For Bobcat Goldthwait.
Hey, little boy, will you hold on to this for me?
One slightly strange babysitter.
Sorry!
And for all their slightly insane friends, it's going to be one crazy summer. Rated PG. Starts Friday, August 8th at a theater near you.
Hey, I avoid sugar. That makes me feel good about me.
Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree. You've got new Carefree sugarless gum, fresher taste that's sugar-free. Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree.
Carefree's got such a great first taste. Why would anyone chew gum with all that sugar?
Feeling carefree. Nabisco.
Stranger? A stranger yet. What do you have?
Something different.
The color wars are over.
Nothing different.
I have something different.
Freeze. Better ice cold.
Right now, it's an MTV Feature Presentation.
Cola, we need more. We're not happy unless we're bored. Somebody's got to change things around here.
Well, give me your bottleneck. Maybe you should try something different.
There was something different long ago, but where it went, nobody knows. This Dr. Pepper is extraordinary, exquisitary, tastes good.
For every man who wears wears Brut deodorant, there's a woman who'll be glad he did. Because a man who wears Brut deodorant is nice to be close to, and nobody knows that better than a woman. Only Brut deodorant gives you long-lasting protection with the great smell of Brut. Brut deodorant, cologne, and everything else. Brut. It smells like a man.
Great.
Get yourself set up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It's juicy soft, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
Brush on soft color highlights. Highlights so subtle and soft you want them to last. And these do, in 4 different shades. One's for your color hair. Brush on soft color highlights. New from L'Oreal.
Out
on the street, I got a reason to smile. It's a button fried jean with a personal style. Shrink to fit, and then I'm ready to move. Nothing fits me better than my 501 blues. Shrink to fit, it's kind of hard to improve. Nothing fits me better than my 501 blues.
The top name brands at the lowest prices only at Austin's. Le Tigre, Levi's, Lee, Ronnet. Sportswear with the 80s flair.
Get the look. It's awesome at Austin's. 882 Central Avenue in Dover, New Hampshire.
You got the best on Continental.
This month on HBO, they're just an ordinary American family. They've already vacationed through America. Now they've decided to hit Europe. But Europe's decided to hit back. Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo star in National Lampoon's European Vacation this month on HBO.
Quality shows.
Beat the heat this summer with MTV and Cherry Coke. Cable advertising wants you to beat the heat with our...
Is going to be going on tour a little bit later on in the year. The new record on the way out. The single, of course, out now, and the new record due out in just a few weeks. So, I hope you enjoyed John Waite in concert. It's Mark Goodman here with you tonight. Tonight's concert was sponsored by Dr. Pepper. John Waite, by the way, only one of 20 artists that we're going to be playing live this month. Every weeknight in August, you can see a different artist in concert. And tomorrow night, we're off to Pasadena, California for a live show with Phil Collins and the Fabulous Jacuzzis. All right, right now, though, we have a little Robert Palmer for you. Robert's new one, not exactly the same band. There are a couple of the girls who are the same from the Addicted to Love video, but the concept is still there. Robert, by the way, doing very well as far as the Video Music Awards are concerned. I guess you want me to do the news now. Is that what you're trying to tell me subtly? All right, now, all right, I'll just tell you about Vince Neil. I'll tell you about Robert Palmer and the fact that he was nominated for Best Male Video another time. Vince Neil is out of jail. He was released from California's Gardenia City Jail last Friday after serving 18 days of a 30-day sentence for vehicular manslaughter and driving while intoxicated. Vince's sentence was shortened because of good behavior. Now that Vince is free, Tommy Lee told us it's time for Motley Crue to get back to business.
Vince just got out of jail Friday, and we'll start rehearsing on, I think, on the 14th. And back to work with pre-production. Then we'll be in the studio in about a month and a half. We'll start doing our thing.
The fourth Motley Crue album is tentatively titled Girls, girls, girls. Recently, the dance music grapevine has been buzzing with rumors that the Time will be reforming in the not-too-distant future. Now, since they broke up in 1984, Morris Day and Jesse Johnson have gone solo. Jerome Benton, of course, is playing with Prince now. Keyboardist Jimmy Jam and bassist Terry Lewis, now a top production team. Their latest effort, Janet Jackson's Control, the smash album Control. In fact, the current Time reunion rumor comes from a source close to Janet who says the entire original band will join her for a tour next summer. Concert information, simply read, Conquering the United States. This sort of just snuck up behind us and have surprised us with their subtle brand of English R&B. ELP is coming up, Eurythmics, who are also on tour, and some ZZ Top for you within 25.
Today's subject is chips.
Chips? I love chips. I've got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
The fever
for the flavor of a Pringles.
It's the deep fried taste. It's the crispy crunch. That's Pringles 3. We need a bunch. We've got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
It's the deep fried taste.
It's the crispy crunch.
You catch the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
Tri-Stays Pringles.
Ted Danson is Spence.
Mary.
A real ladies' man. Howie Mandel is Dennis. A real man's man.
Not a woman.
Together, they're up to their in a fine mess. The movie that takes comedy seriously. Ted and Howie team up in Blake Edwards' A Fine Mess. Rated PG. Starts Friday at select theaters.
Players to stadium now. Players to stadium now.
On my signal, begin.
Lazer Tag, the game that moves at the speed of light. From Worlds of Wonder, stadium not included.
MTV is making the hottest month of the year even hotter with weekday concerts in August. Dire Straits, Phil Collins, Huey Lewis, Eurythmics, Eric Clapton, and 20 more. Some classic, some brand new. They all start every weeknight at midnight Eastern, 11 Central, and 9 Pacific. August on MTV. Dog days and a concert every night. Midnight Eastern, 11 p.m. Central. So watch MTV every night.
ELP, Touch and Go. I guess the best thing about the fact that these guys are still called ELP is that all those old T-shirts from the old days, they could probably sell again at their concerts this time around, huh? Listen, don't plan to relax with us this weekend. Do not plan to relax with us. Plan to rock out with us this weekend. MTV does a no-slow weekend, kicking off Friday night, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 Pacific time. And in the midst of all that, our Saturday night special features some great rock and roll with Huey Lewis and the News. That concert is always for Saturday night, 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific, and it's sponsored in part by the new Jeep Comanche. Eurythmics are out on tour with a real scaled-down, lean lineup. That's what you're going to see in the upcoming Eurythmics video. Simply Red coming up, and brand new Missing Persons.
You've got the best on Continental.
This month on Cinemax, find out why Johnny Carson's crying and David Letterman's not laughing anymore. It's the return of Max Headroom in a hilarious new talk show.
Hey!
He's a man, He's a machine. You be the judge. Watch the Max Headroom Show premiering this month only on Cinemax.
Goss Lincoln Mercury is proud to announce the opening of another dealership on Portsmouth Avenue in Stratham. Our new dealership will bring you the same service you've grown to expect from our Portsmouth location. A 10 of salespeople, an expert service department, and reasonable prices on all the latest models Lincoln Mercury has to offer. Our Stratham location is open for sales right now, and a full service and parts department will be in place by late summer. Stop by our new dealership on Portsmouth Avenue near Kings Plaza and see why you...
Beat the rising cost with Goss.
Welcome to the South Sea Restaurant and Lounge in Seabrook, New Hampshire, the ultimate experience in fine Chinese, Cantonese, Polynesian, and Szechuan cuisine. The South Sea brings the taste of Oriental tradition to the seacoast. Along with appetizing dining, the South Sea also offers nightly entertainment Wednesday through Sunday and bi-weekly Beat the Heat with MTV drawings in the ever-popular Wahine Lounge. Come and enjoy the experience of the South Sea in Seabrook, New Hampshire.
Beat the heat this summer with MTV and Cherry Coke. Cable Advertising wants you to beat the heat with our bi-weekly drawing for an MTV t-shirt, 2 tickets to Riverside Park, and a 6-pack of Cherry Coke. You'll be eligible for a grand prize and an MTV jacket. Sign up for the bi-weekly t-shirt and ticket drawing and put your name into the grand prize drawing to be held September 2nd. Beat the heat today at Kittery Cycles at the Traffic Circle in Kittery, Maine.
Every drunk driver who killed somebody thought he could handle his liquor. The liquor affects coordination, reflexes, and judgment, and you're no exception. I know you heard all the arguments before about risking arrest, imprisonment, loss of your license. But there's just one thing I want to get across to you. Everyone who drinks and drives risks taking a life. For more about drinking and driving, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Hi, I'm Madonna, and no matter what time I finally get home, there's always something special waiting for me on MTV Music Television.
The Amuck America team is asleep now, but starting at noon Eastern,
they'll be back with more reports from the road every hour on the half hour. So get some rest, team. You need it.
With the first and third singles from their debut album here in America. We have a music news report that is going to surprise you. I promise you this. We have Don Johnson, the singer, a man and his music, up next in Music News.
Amuck in America, rolling into your town soon.
Riding with my friends is my kind of fun. It helps keep me trim and fit, and so does milk. Milk gives me nearly half the calcium I need, more than half the riboflavin, for only 1/8 of my day's calories. So, instead of counting calories, I'm making my calories count. That's what being in shape is all about. Milk. It does a body good.
Hey there, sleepy eyes. Morning's here. Time to come alive.
Ghost, the sand opens your eyes. Ghost, lather, and you realize that ghost
refreshing, less filling.
Now you're talking Strohs. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times. And Strohs is fucking here.
Don Johnson's first single being released today is the title track from the upcoming album, Heartbeat. The video from the track being shot next week should be released at the end of the month. MTV took a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the Heartbeat album.
Some of this. It's been an opportunity for me to express some feelings and some thoughts that I've had in a different fashion other than what I normally would as an actor.
You can pack your bags, take a walk, throw your hands in the air. Refuse to talk, but I lost you, baby.
I really enjoy the process. I love working with the guys.
I lost it all.
The band is extraordinary. A couple of good buddies of mine came into play, Ron Wood and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
We all work together. There's not one place that it comes from. It's all a group effort.
You can play full and as loose as you want. You don't know. I'll tell you, it's the humor that's come out of the situations is what's held us all together.
Try to understand, try to understand. I know what I want and I want it now. Hanging on here is just holding me down. I got a feeling like I'm buried alive. Try to understand, I can't stay.
Okay, I'm going to say what nobody around here would have the guts to say. When I heard Don Johnson was doing a record, I thought, give me a break. But I got to be honest, the guy sounds good. I'm anxious to hear the single, and I'm anxious to hear the rest of the record. And, of course, with all those great musicians on there, this could be a hot rock and roll record from Don Johnson. We have some Kenny Loggins video for you right now. Called an instant video. Zbigniew Rybczynski directed that one for Missing Persons. The MTV Video Music Awards less than a month away, and this Friday night we are going to spotlight the finalists for the Best Group Video and Best Overall Performance in a Video on the VMA 86 Playoffs. Friday night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, and the show is sponsored in part by Miller Lite Beer. And as if Friday night wasn't exciting enough with simply that program alone, we've got the Friday night video fights, David Lee Roth's Yankee Rose, and Madonna's Papa Don't Preach in the ring together. And the fights, of course, immediately following the Top 20 Video Countdown. The Top 20 Video Countdown now at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I guess it will be the fights sponsored in part by Lee Jeans? Yes. Okay, the video fights. So it's a great Friday night to just stay by the box with someone you love. Madonna, Blue Angels, which is really Van Halen, and Jermaine Stewart coming up.
Secret introduces a fresh new feeling. Fresh. A fresh new scent. Powder fresh. With all the Secret's pH-balanced protection to help keep you dry and fresh. Fresh. New Powder Fresh scent. A fresh new feeling from Secret. Brush on soft color highlights. Highlights so subtle and soft you want them to last. And these do, in 4 different shades. One's for your color hair. Brush on soft color highlights. New from L'Oreal.
Somebody have any change? Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Get yourself set up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It's juicy soft, it gets right to ya. The taste is gonna move ya.
Blake Edwards presents his latest victims. Howie Mandel as Dennis. And Ted Danson as Spence.
May I take your coat?
Sure. Would you just tell me who it was exactly sleeping with my wife?
In the movie that takes comedy seriously. Featuring hit singles from the Mary Jane Girls and the Temptations. Blake Edwards, A Fine Mess. Rated PG. Starts Friday at select theaters.
Behind every great summer, there's one great album. It's the Beach Boys, made in USA. 25 years of great American rock and roll, including 2 new hits, Rock and Roll to the Rescue and California Dreamin'. Every song digitally remastered. The Beach Boys, made in USA. Available now with these other great Beach Boys classics.
If you want to rest, this ain't the place to be this weekend. Starting Friday, no slow songs. We're going to whip you into a frenzy with the fastest weekend ever on MTV. No slow songs. Nothing but the summer's best rock and roll videos for more than 50 hours. Crank up your MTV and rock out on the hottest summer weekend in August. MTV's No Slow Weekend. Starting Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific. No slow songs.
Glaze, honey dip, any way you want it.
MTV with Mark Goodman. Tina Turner coming up within 10 minutes in music news. Video-wise, we've got Steve Winwood, Moody's, and how about some Van Halen music? Heavily involved in the Jermaine Stewart record, some producing and some writing credits. He has had a big year with successes with Aretha Franklin and Jackson Browne and Clarence Clements, of course. Well, there's Jermaine Stewart's video. We don't have to take our clothes off. What a weekend we got coming up for you. It's a rock and roll weekend because we're playing the rockinest, the fastest, the hardest of rock and roll. It's a no-slow weekend. Friday night, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 Pacific is when we kick it off. And we cap the weekend on Sunday night with the full-length version of Bowie's Jazzin' for Blue Jean, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, and 7 Pacific for that. And then later on in the evening, 120 minutes, we step into the future. Midnight Eastern for that, 11 Central for 120 minutes. The music news, the new Tina Turner album, Break Every Rule, is going to be out next month. The new album features most of the same people who helped make Private Dancer a hit, Mark Knopfler, Terry Britton, and Rupert Hine, among others. Tina says that familiarity should make the new album very special.
The producers had a chance to get to really know me. They caught a few of my performances, and they took a lot of my gestures in my live performances and sort of added to the deliveries, and so you get quite a bit of what you hear when I'm performing, so you can visualize me a little bit more when you hear Break Every Rule than what you could with like Private Dancer.
Peter Cetera's The Glory of Love, #1 for the second week in a row on the Billboard charts this week. It's the first single from the former Chicago bassist's new solo LP. We asked Peter just how he came up with the title, Solitude Solitaire.
And I was writing a groove, and kind of solitude just kind of popped out of my mouth. And solitaire, I kind of pictured this kind of angry man sitting in a padded room playing solitaire. And that's what that song is kind of about. And I wrote it, and I'm not angry anymore, you know. I'm very happy.
I like getting into the in-depth questions when we're doing interviews. We went on to cover favorite color and influences, of course, which is always a big question. Emerson, Lake and Powell are on tour with Yngwie Malmsteen opening up. What a double bill this is. This is a powerhouse show, so here's just some of the dates for you to catch. Huey Lewis and the News are coming up video style. If This Is It is coming up in video. Don't forget, we got them in concert on Saturday night. We've got the Moody's for you, and we've got a little Steve Winwood action, too.
Outrageousness. Outrageousness. It's nothing more than a way to wake people up, especially yourself. That's really tip. Oh, what is here? What are one of those? What? Since yeah, what? Wasn't that fun?
The hottest fashions for back to school.
It's going to be one crazy summer. For John Cusack, one slightly off basketball player. For Demi Moore, one slightly soaked hitchhiker. For Bobcat Goldthwait, hey little boy, will you hold on to this for me? One slightly strange babysitter. Sorry! And for all their slightly insane friends, it's going to be